Hello everybody.
Hi.
We're here to teach you how to write a DBQ essay.
Which is the longest essay you're gonna have to write among the 3 essays. You have 40 minutes to write it and 10 minutes to read the document. There you go.
Yeah, okay. So Audrey's gonna tell you how she starts it and like what she does in the 10 minutes of reading time.
Basically, first you have to look through your documents and see what kind of documents you have. Because sometimes they give you pictures, charts, or sometimes they give you essays also. And then you have to read through the document. And what I do personally is I put symbols above the document or near the document to already group it. Like while I'm reading it, I'm beginning to group it also. And Gabby's gonna tell you how she reads documents.
Okay, so I make a table and then like one column for each of the documents, and then like while I'm reading it, I don't highlight anything. I write it on the table, like the things I think are important, and then I do that for all of it.
Okay, so what I do is like as I'm reading it, I annotate what I'm reading. So I highlight and write notes. And then also what's really important is you have to look at the author of the or like where the document came from. Usually it's in the top part of the documents. And then so what I do is that after I'm done reading everything, I write the documents are numbered. So I put the numbers of each group and then I circle it, put an arrow for the name of the group or like the classification. Okay, so this is what I do. Example, so you have document 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but you actually have like till 9.
You have like 10.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and sometimes you have 10 documents. Okay.
Be sure to put all, because if you don't, you won't
Yeah,
get a good
you have to
score.
use all. Okay. And then, so example, 1, 2, and 5 are the same. So I cross out 1, 2, and 5, and I go 1, 2, 5. And then if it's like about architecture or something, I put like Gothic. And then I'll get like 3, 4, 6, and 7.
Wow, 4
Circle
documents.
it. And I'll put something else, like the name of the group. And I just realized it's backwards. And then the last one that I have, since this is gone now, I used it now. I can use 8, 9, and 10. But you can also reuse documents. So like even if I use document 1, I can use it again here if it has something similar or like something that.
Also, because sometimes you have less than the amount of documents to make, like
3 for each group.
3 for each group. Also, minimum of 3 documents per group.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that.
Yeah, minimum of 3 documents per group. Don't forget, okay? And you have to use all. That's part of the grading. Okay, so Gabby will do her way of organizing it.
Okay, so basically like let's say there are 5 documents. I just go like that, and then I write the important things about it, and then after that I make an outline. Like subtopic, and then documents. And then I just put it there, and then I do 3 of that, and that's it.
Another important part of your DBQ essay is your POV or your point of view.
Or for each claim that's in each document, because sometimes your claims aren't the same as what the document says.
Because the thing is, the document can't be like completely like objective.
Yeah.
Objective. So there's always a bias,
Mhm.
and that's what you need to find.
Yeah, so you need to find the historical bias and use possibly like the author of the author of the document or like
The
the time
context.
it was written or like the context of the document to sort of argue why that claim of the document could be historically biased.
And then after you have a POV, you need to add an additional document. What's a document that would support the POV or that would disprove the document or the writer of the document?
Yeah, so your additional document, it could be like an actual document. Like you can even get it from the given documents. Or you can just say like a possible additional document could be that of a king who doesn't think that men should be the only people in blah, 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 like that.
Yeah, basically you just say what's missing, what you think they didn't talk about.
Yeah, like what you think could support your claim that is historically biased, right?
Yeah, so whenever you're reading documents, always be aware that Not everything in it is true, and history is always a little one-sided.
Okay.
So whenever you have a document, don't forget to write what's in it and then interpret what's in it. For example, in document 1, it says how the slaves were maltreated. So after that, you interpret. This means that the landowners there was obvious injustice, blah, 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 things like that. So don't forget, what's in the document is different from an interpretation of the document.
Yes. So you can't merely state like what the document is, because like obviously they can read it, they know what's in it. You have to give your own personal interpretation, like what Audrey said.
Yeah, don't just say like this document talks about blah 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 blah. Like,
what about it?
Yeah, what about it? Like, how does that relate to
history,
the prompt or something like that? And also, you have to do each document separately. Like, you can't forget one, because
you can
it's part of
put
reading.
them together on like document 1 and 2 both talk about blah blah.
You can't do that. That's you separately.
Yeah. So you have to do each and every one. That's why it's one of the longest. Actually, no, it is the longest. But DBQ is a really fun essay. Honestly, it's my favorite
one. It's the easiest one. It's just really long.
Yay. Also, if you use the it helps to highlight your subtopics so that you can look at your thesis, right, and you'll know right away what it is. Also, after you use a document in your essay, you can cross it out in the paper Miss gives you, so you don't forget documents. Don't forget documents.
When personally, I like to put like an introduction, like that answers the prompt directly instead of going straight to the subtopic. So in the conclusion, I can just connect it.
Yeah, because it's ugly. Like if
it's super
like
straightforward.
Yeah, like it's bad if you just say like, if the question's like, oh, what are the differences between
the differences are blah blah blah.
Differences are blah blah. That's bad. That's super ugly. So like it should be.
You can be like, because of the blah 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 blah.
Or like during the post-classical period of history, like this was there and this is there and culture was blah blah blah.
Because always remember, you have to put your heart and a little bit of yourself into your essays. Because anyone can write facts. Yeah, because anyone can like spew out facts and tell you what's in the documents, but not everyone can connect it and like add their own little thing to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for the last paragraph, it's gonna be your conclusion, and you have to make sure that you answered the prompt, like also in your introduction, and then you conclude it, and then you also add another additional document to complete the whole thing.
Also, there are prompts that have like more than one question or ask for more than one thing. Be sure to read the prompt as a whole, because if you don't, it's not gonna end well.
And then usually like the prompt, like if ever it's given, like compare, because you can actually have a compare contrast essay in your DBQ essay or like a CCOT in your DBQ essay. So you also have to answer like why is this similar or why is it different in each paragraph, and also in the conclusion, or also like why did it change.
Yeah, and make sure like at the start when you read the prompt, you really understand it, so that when you write your subtopics, it's actually related to the question.
Yeah.
Yay! So thank you!
Thank you. Good
Thanks
luck.
for watching.
Good luck.
Love you, Miss Lopez.
Love you, Miss!
Have fun.
Good luck.